Hi guys, and welcome to another Watch Geek video and another unboxing. This time I bought myself a watch I always wanted and was always kinda late in buying one. I always postponed it, like I'll buy it the next month, and then it stopped production. So these are kinda getting hard to find and the prices are actually going up. And let's open and see what I got, but it is one very geeky Casio watch. I'll be using my shearing scissors to open the package. And here's the box. And here's something else. I don't know why I got this, but let's open this thing. Inside we have another box, and here, there we go, the Casio box. I got this on eBay. And it's an AL-190W. This is the successor to the AL-180, which started production, I believe, in 80s and stopped somewhere in the 90s. And this one has been in production until 2015, when it stopped production. There's also another more rugged version called, I believe, HDD-S100, which is like a semi-G-Shock version of this. So let's open, and I'll put the picture of that one on the screen when I open this one. So are you ready? The geekiest solar watch money can buy. And here we go. Look at it. And it just brought back to life by the light. Now isn't this the geekiest solar watch you've ever seen? Look at it. It has an exposed solar panel that's about half the screen. And then you have the display, which is the other half of the screen. This is such a cool watch. Now there's an old black version, there's even like a silver one with metal bracelet, but I went with this one because of this gold part here. The solar panels are really in your face, they're really accentuated, and I really like this watch because of the exposed solar panels. Now isn't this one of the coolest watches you've ever seen? It looks like something, you know, like I say, in the SF movies or sci-fi movies of the 80s, how they would think, you know, the future would look like. Although this watch or this module, I believe, started in the 80s. It's a pretty cool watch with only one flaw, and that is the lack of the light. The reason why they didn't include a backlight is probably because of the capacitor, because this, as you can see, doesn't have a battery. It says batteryless. It just has a capacitor that I believe can store energy up to 7 days. Now this has been in the box, and as you saw, it completely died. I believe if I cover it, it's not going to have a lot of energy, and it's probably going to die within hours because it hasn't been fully charged. When it comes to the module itself, it's pretty basic. So you have like 5 alarms, which is more than just basic. It has a stopwatch, and it has a countdown timer, which I believe is a 24-hour countdown timer. And I believe that's it when it comes to the functions. Let's scroll through them once again. Yup. That's it when it comes to the functions. So pretty basic, but pretty much everything you will ever need. What sells this watch is this amazing exposed solar cell. I'm really excited I got this because, like I said, I always wanted one, and they had it locally in my watch store, the Silvertime watch store, where I usually lend watches or borrow watches from. And I really thought about getting one because they are dirt cheap. They were like, I don't know, $30 or even less. But now, and like I said, I always postponed the purchase for the next month, and then one day they were just gone. And I tried to get one and I couldn't, and since then their prices have been steadily going up, but still you can get them at a pretty reasonable price. The metal ones are kind of rising in price even more, but I didn't want to go for the metal one because the case is not metal, it's just painted plastic, while the bracelet is. And look at the strap, it's very thin. It's like a solar version of the F91W, like a basic Casio watch. Now this is just the unboxing and first impressions. I will be doing a detailed tutorial on the module, although it's very basic, and I'll be doing a full review after I spend some time with the watch. Now the lack of the backlight button or the backlight itself is, like I said, the only flaw of this watch. Now let's put it on my wrist and see how it looks, but first let's compare it in size to my DW5000 Square. And as you can see, they're pretty similar in size. I mean, this is smaller, but then it's also less bulky. If you like a more bulky watch, you have, like I said, the HDD S100, which has also been discontinued, and is basically this watch with a bit more protection. Like that other Casio that I reviewed, I believe DW290 or whatever, the Mission Impossible watch, that resembles a G-Shock but isn't a G-Shock. Well, that HDD S100 looks exactly like that watch but with this module. I didn't want to go for that because I kind of prefer this cleaner design, and this is very, very light. So let's put it on my wrist and see how it looks. And naturally I will be wearing it because I just love the look of this. Okay, just strap it on. And here it is on my 6.7 inch wrist. And as you can see, it's a pretty perfect size. It's very, very thin and it's very light. You really don't feel it on your wrist. This is something that I love about these basic Casio watches. Now the case is plastic, so you always risk stripping the lugs if you change the strap, or stripping the threads when you change the battery. But with this, since it uses a capacitor and it's solar powered, you shouldn't be worried about that. Very, very cool. Well, anyways, that's it when it comes to this unboxing and first impressions. As usual, stay tuned for the full review and the full tutorial. I'm really gonna be enjoying this. Thank you for watching. I hope you found this useful. If you did, please like and subscribe. And until the next video, bye.